Good job, WWE. You managed to mess up another pay-per-view in 2017. What is up, YouTube? It's your boy, The Walk 71, replaced it with a 4, and I am here with my WWE No Mercy 2017 review. And man, was this a very disappointing and sad pay-per-view. WWE wonders why their ratings suck and why they can't fill out arenas anymore like they used to, because stuff like this. So let's get into it, especially the last 3 matches. Well, no, not the last 3 matches. The last 2 matches. What was this pay-per-view? Alright, so first we had the pre-show match. The pre-show match was Elias versus Apollo Crews, and I believe they made this match like on a random day. I don't know when exactly they made this match, but I remember getting a notification on my phone. Let's see if I can trace it farther enough. Let's see if I can trace it farther enough. I think I can, because it was I think I can trace it farther enough when they announced this pre-show match. Was it Tuesday? No. Had to be a Wednesday, right? It was a Friday they announced this match. A Friday. They announced Apollo Crews versus Elias, and Elias won. I really wasn't paying attention, just like most pre-show matches. So then we open up the match. We open up the pay-per-view with the Intercontinental Championship match. Jason Jordan versus The Miz. Jason Jordan, Kurt Angle's quote-unquote son. He had a match. He won a 6-pack challenge match on Raw. Got the #1 contenders, and they started to really kind of plant seeds into a feud between them two. Well, they've been doing this for the past few months. They just finally decided to give them the match. And it really got interesting on Raw, which made me want to see what this match would happen, because of like how Miz is always insulting Jason Jordan's quote-unquote father, Kurt Angle, and that The Miz, this all ties into everything really, that The Miz is trying to be a father, and he said he will never be like Kurt Angle because Kurt Angle left his child, quote-unquote child. So yeah, the match, it was cool. It was a nice match. I mean, for what I've caught of it, because my network and internet decided to try to bury me, so both of them were messing up at the exact same time, so I had to reset my internet, restart my PC. Then when I got into the match, I was noticing that the crowd was not into Jason Jordan. They were actually into The Miz, and to get the benefit of the doubt, The Miz does live in Los Angeles. People know that, and people probably just like, oh, okay, he's kind of from here, let's cheer him. And then Jason Jordan was getting booed. This is probably the loudest reactions he's ever gotten in general, though. He got booed out the arena. The match ended with wait, hold on. Before I talk about the match ending, let's talk about Jason Jordan's suplex. If anybody else other than Brock Lesnar has amazing suplexes, Jason Jordan has amazing suplexes because he's so versatile. He does German suplex. He does belly to belly suplexes. He does the one suplex where he lifts your leg in the air and then flung you around. He did that a lot. I like this one part where The Miz was going for that little that corner thing he does where he runs and kind of clothesline his opponent in the corner. Jason Jordan caught him and hit him with a belly to belly suplex. I thought that was kind of clean. And then he also suplexed The Miz into the Miz-Taraj. But the ending of the match was pretty kind of predictable, like you knew it was gonna happen. It's like what they do with the Bollywood boys. They get involved in the match. So with this, they had the Miz-Taraj get involved. The Miz ended up hitting the Skull Crusher finale, won, retained the title. After that, Jason Jordan cut a very weird promo saying that, I don't know, I guess he's saying that The Miz sucks even though he lost or something. I don't know. I didn't understand the context behind the promo. I don't even know why he needs to get interviewed after he lost his match, but it's whatever. Next match we ended up getting was Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor in a quote-unquote man-to-man match. It was a regular match. Let's see. We had Bray come out. Then we had Finn come out with new gear, which he should never wear again, which is all gray. Finn Balor looked like a cruiserweight. He had on white wrist tape, gray jacket, gray trunks, gray knee pads, kick pads, all that. He was just straight up gray. He looked like how he looked in New Japan when he was a junior heavyweight. So before the match could even start, Bray Wyatt was just beating the crap out of Finn Balor, just destroying him. It was a pre-match assault. It looked like the match was going to end due to no contest. Then Bray Wyatt opened up his mouth and said that Finn Balor's not a man. Finn Balor's this, da-da-da. And somehow Finn Balor manages to just recover from a beatdown. Went back into the ring. They had the match. And the match was actually not that bad. It was pretty cool to watch. It was just like I wasn't really focused on the match being good or not. I just want the match to be over with so this feud could be over with, because you know Bray Wyatt's not winning. You know WWE chooses when and when not to push Bray Wyatt, and right now they're in that stage of they don't want to do anything with Bray Wyatt right now. So that's what they're doing. So yeah, it was alright. I mean, it wasn't really noteworthy, I would say. I guess I'll take my statement back saying it was the best match. I don't know how to describe this match. It's like a gray area, because there was some spots in there I liked. I like when Finn Balor hit the double stomp on the back of Bray Wyatt's head. I haven't seen him do that in a minute. I like Bray Wyatt's clobbering clothesline. But yeah, and then Finn Balor won with the coup de grace. It really wasn't none to take home, so I take back my statement. The match is alright. It's cool. I mean, I wouldn't recommend you going back to watch it on this pay-per-view. The next match we ended up getting, was the Raw Tag Team Championship match. We got Sheamus and Cesaro taking on the Raw Tag Team Champs, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. Before I get into this match, let me say something. This Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins thing isn't working anymore. Now, the build-up to them winning the titles was amazing. I like what they did. I like that Seth Rollins really needs Dean Ambrose's help. He even said, if you want to, you can attack me with the chair to make things even. Then they were sitting here having trust issues against each other. They didn't want to team with each other. All of this, and then eventually he won. Oh no, eventually they teamed up. But like I said in my SummerSlam prediction videos I did with Zach Attack, check them out. I said that they shouldn't have won the titles at SummerSlam. I said it in my review. They should not have won. Sheamus and Cesaro is probably, they are the best tag team on Raw, hands down. They are well together. They are well rounded. They are a good tag team. They work well together. They complement each other's style of being, you know, kind of ass kickers. You know, they have, I wouldn't say have a strong style about them, but they do hit hard with Cesaro's uppercuts and Sheamus's bro kick and punches and hits and all that kind of stuff. They're amazing together. It's like they're almost clones of each other. They make a perfect tag team. Now, personally, I feel SmackDown has a kind of a better tag team division because they have the New Day and the Usos, and the Usos right now are amazing, and the New Day is like refreshing right now, seeing them do their stuff. But the thing with Sheamus and Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose is I felt like you have to give them a struggle. They haven't really struggled through anything since they won. That's not cool. Like, they should have lost the titles at SummerSlam. That way you give them something to chase after. Like, what is their goal now? Now that they're teaming up, they're the champs. What have they done? They have not done anything. They're just the Raw Tag Champs. They've been facing the same people for the past couple of weeks. This literally is not doing anything for the tag team division, yet is not doing anything for the championship. And then we have the match. The match itself was cool though. I mean, it was fun to watch. Like I said, Sheamus and Cesaro is an amazing tag team. Dean Ambrose and Seth are alright. I mean, you might get a good match out of it, and it really was a decent match. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't know if it was my match of the night. I don't even think there was a match of the night for this pay-per-view. But yeah, this match. Let's talk about how Cesaro lost his teeth. Yeah. He lost his teeth. He literally lost his front two teeth because Dean, like, tossed Cesaro into the, like, you know how you get tossed into the turnbuckle? Cesaro flew so high that he hit the ring post and knocked his teeth out. To make it worse, Seth Rollins super kicked him in the face, which probably made it even worse. Then after that, let's see, what else exciting happened? Oh, what I thought should have ended the match. So it looks like they were going to go for a repeat spot from SummerSlam where Seth Rollins comes out of nowhere, Hurricanrana Cesaro into Sheamus, but this time Cesaro catches Seth Rollins. Sheamus hits the white noise, and then Cesaro hits the craziest powerbomb on top of Dean Ambrose with Seth Rollins. And I thought they should just win the titles off of that. Nope. They end up kicking out of it. This whole pay-per-view, as Wasssup likes to say, kick out 2017. WWE kick out, or whatever it is. You literally, everybody kicked out of, like, what should end the match. Because that should have ended the match. There's nothing else they could have done that should end the match. The ending of the match was a distraction thing where Sheamus was about to go for a bro kick, and apparently Dean was so dead that he collapsed multiple times. He tried to go for a roll-up. That didn't work. I thought that's what they were going to do. They're going to tease us by giving us a big finish, kick out, wins by something small. Sheamus kicks out of it. Then he was going to go for another bro kick, I believe, on Dean, but Seth Rollins somehow manages to Dean moves out the way, and somehow Seth Rollins puts Cesaro in the way. Cesaro got bro kicked, and then they hit their Seth Rollins hit the ripcord knee into the Dirty Deeds. 1, 2, 3. They retain the titles, and man, I really feel like Sheamus and Cesaro should keep those titles. They should not have lost them at SummerSlam. Honestly, they were just a better tag team. Doesn't make any sense. Now I don't even know what they're gonna do with the Raw Tag Team division. You have Seth Rollins and Dean, and they haven't really done nothing with the titles. They haven't done anything to impress. I don't even know what is next because they haven't built any other tag teams up. And with the reports of Jeff Hardy being injured, that's one more tag team not on Raw because the Revival are hurt, the Hardy Boys are hurt. So now you're down to 3 tag teams, which is Sheamus and Cesaro, which means they probably have another title match at the next pay-per-view, which is TLC, probably like a ladder match, some stupid stipulation, probably a tables match, I should say, and then add on Gallows and Anderson because they are literally the only 3 tag teams on Raw right now. That's crazy. That is crazy. So the next match we ended up getting with the Fatal 5-Way match. We had Alexa Bliss defend her title against Bayley, Sasha Banks, Emma, and Nia Jax. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it real. I wasn't paying attention to this match, and they didn't give me anything to pay attention to except for the one Nia Jax powerbomb spot where everybody powerbombed Nia Jax to the outside. That's all I really paid attention to because I was in the Discord with a few friends and we were talking about our Universe Mode YouTube thing we might be doing. Be on the lookout for that for WWE 2K18, and we were making trades and adding people to the roster. So I was barely paying attention. The match wasn't really anything special though. I'm gonna keep it real. It really wasn't. Like there wasn't anything special. Honestly, it was a match that happened. Alexa Bliss DDT'd Bayley and pinned her so Bayley can get her ass in the back of the line, and Alexa Bliss retained. Honestly, Nia Jax should have won the title because it looked like they are finally going at like this is what WWE does. It looks like they are finally going to go through with putting somebody over, and then they don't. And I'm pretty sure they thought about putting Nia Jax over, and then something in their mind said, no, we're not going to do it. Because on Raw, after Alexa Bliss beat Sasha for the title because we're doing a hot potato thing again, did that, Nia Jax came in the ring, celebrated with her, slams her on the thing. I thought, okay, we about to get the Nia Jax we've been waiting for. The kind of savage, she don't care, she wants that title. What happens? Alexa Bliss beats them all. Okay, yeah, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Women's division in WWE is terrible right now. And Asuka, just think about it like this. Asuka will be on this roster in less than a month. Like 2 days, less than a month. October 22nd, Asuka's going to debut onto the Raw Women's division. And that will be the end of Asuka. We will never see Asuka at her highest point in NXT after that, unfortunately. The next match we ended up getting was the so-called Mania main event. We got John Cena taking on the Samoan John Cena, Roman Reigns. And this match was so... What was this match? Like, I guess, it depends on what your expectations were. I mean, my expectations weren't through the roof, but I expected if these are supposed to be your top 2 guys, your top quote-unquote baby faces, the guys that are supposed to carry the company, the future and the present and the future, whatever you want to do it, at least do more. But then again, as I start to watch the match and I start to realize, oh, it's John Cena and Roman Reigns, they are not known to have fast-paced matches. Leave it up to their opponents. Just like Roman Reigns' match with Daniel Bryan, Seth Rollins, AJ Styles. Roman Reigns always brought his power into it, which kind of made it a different dynamic, but there was also that fast pace to also keep you into it. This match was literally 2 powerhouses going at it, and it had a very slow start. I'm not even gonna lie, it was very boring at the beginning. I really wasn't excited for this to be the quote-unquote Mania main event. This is supposed to be a dream match. This is supposed to be stuff people have been asking for, and then it became a kick-out fest as Cena hit one AA, Roman Reigns kicks out. Cena hits another AA, Roman Reigns kicks out. Cena puts Roman Reigns outside of the ring. Roman Reigns hits a spear on John Cena. Looks like he almost broke his dang neck. About to be like Kurt Angle. He speared him, and when he landed his head first, looked like he broke his neck. Then, what does he do? Put Cena back into the ring. I think Cena kicked out of it. And then I believe after that, Cena hit the double AA gimmick thing he did to AJ Styles. Still not happy about that. At the Royal Rumble, when he took his WWE title, hit the one AA, then flipped, did another AA. Roman Reigns kicked out of it. Boom, 10 out of 10. Because Cena got Cena. Cena is basically facing himself, and the thing is, Cena kicks out at 2. But this time, Cena was on the other hand. So Cena goes to the top rope. I don't know why he thought he was going to do that. Goes to the top rope. I believe Roman hit him with a Superman punch because I had clicked out of the screen for 1 second. Click back. Roman Reigns hits a spear. 1, 2, 3. He instantly wins with 1 spear compared to Cena hitting 4 AAs. Wow. This match, honestly, I don't know. It depends, like I said, on what your expectations. What did you want out of this match? And you can go off of that. I didn't want much out of this match, but I still wanted something. I wanted to feel like I was watching WrestleMania. But then again, this is a B pay-per-view show. This is not WrestleMania, so you're not going to get the best match out of them. But I expected a little bit more. I didn't expect a kick-out fest. Now, that was ridiculous. That was kind of ridiculous. After the match, Roman Reigns, Cena gets up, goes to Roman Reigns, raises his hand. Roman gets out of the ring, which he shouldn't have done that. He won. He should have made Cena get out of the ring. Cena just stands there, looks all sad, depressed, takes his wristband off, gives it to one of the kids, and then walks away. People are chanting, "Thank you, Cena," because apparently Cena's done, which he's not. He's going to go film some Hollywood movies, and then he'll be back to go bury Jinder Mahal because that's what they're going to do. So he stands there, throws up the little John Cena sign, whatever, and then walks backstage. That's the end of the match, and we won't be seeing Cena until like January on SmackDown, I guess. The next match we ended up getting was the beginning of the end, was the beginning of the apocalypse of this pay-per-view. Well, I guess, you know, most of this pay-per-view was I guess you could say the tag team division match was the beginning of the end, but this really just, oh, man. Okay, so we have Enzo Amore. Yes, you're hearing this right. Enzo Amore taking on Neville for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. You're hearing this right. Enzo Amore. This is the same title that Austin Aries had a series of matches with Neville. Okay, now let's continue this. The match was not great because Enzo Amore is not known for being a good wrestler. First of all, Enzo Amore came out just as Beetlejuice. Cut a very weird promo. Apparently, Enzo Amore has fetishes with inanimate objects because he said Neville is married to the title, and he said he's going to take Neville's wife. He called the title Neville's wife. So he's going to take his wife, and if you know what the video, it's a Vine from this guy named Tyrone. I'm not going to say it in the video, though. And he says he's going to take his wife and all that kind of stuff. And it just reminds me of when he said he's going to take Xavier Woods' trombone, whose name is Francesca. So Enzo Amore has a fetish with inanimate objects. The match itself, Neville literally dominated this match about 95% of the time. He literally was destroying Enzo Amore. Enzo Amore did not get anything in this match. He literally got a 1 move in because that's majority of Enzo Amore matches. He's not a good wrestler. He injured himself trying to get out of a wrist lock. Just know that. Anyways, Neville super kicked him. Neville threw him into the barricade. Neville was about to hit him with the red arrow. Neville was about to do so much to Enzo Amore. Enzo Amore hit this top rope DDT, or as like they like to call it, DDG. So I was expecting the YouTuber DDG to come out, but nope, he didn't. So then after that, Neville kicked out of it. I believe Neville did something. I don't know what happened after that. Then, oh, no. How could I be so careless? Enzo Amore somehow finds time to do his little dance, the retarded version of the Running Man, not the original Running Man, the one that was from like YouTube or Vine, the whole at night thing or whatever. The I forgot the name of it. You know, the Running Man challenge. He ends up doing this stupid dance and somehow manages to try to do something. Neville counters it. Enzo Amore is on the outside. Enzo Amore grabs the cruiser. Oh no. Neville throws Enzo Amore over into the timekeeper's area where the championship happens to be. Neville holds up the championship like he won it. Neville's just looking at him like, put the title down, fam. Put the title down. Gets back into the ring. Holds the title. The referee takes the title. Enzo Amore kicks Neville in the balls. Pins him. 1, 2, 3. Enzo Amore, you're not hearing this wrong. Enzo Amore is the WWE Cruiserweight Champion. That is the final nail in the coffin of the Cruiserweight division. I wouldn't be surprised if next week we start seeing people get released. TJ Perkins, Grand Metalik. They're going to start with the people we don't know and then work their way up. So they're going to release Lince Dorado, Grand Metalik. They're going to start releasing them. Then as the weeks go on, it's going to be like Tony Nese, Drew Gulak, TJP, Rich Swann, Jack Gallagher. Then it's gonna be like, what was it? Brian Kendrick, Cedric Alexander. Everybody's getting released like in the next month or two because that is the final nail in the coffin of this cruiserweight experience. And just think about this. This is the same title that Austin Aries was facing Neville for. And you're telling me, okay, you can argue that Akira Tozawa and Austin Aries on like different levels. That was probably one cruiserweight match I actually wanted to see if Austin Aries would have stayed a little bit while longer. But you telling me Austin Aries couldn't beat Neville clean? Because there was one match where I don't think TJ Perkins got involved. I don't know though. You telling me he couldn't beat Neville, but Enzo Amore could beat Neville? Does that make any sense? Are you hearing this? The greatest man that ever lived, Austin Aries, couldn't beat Neville, but Enzo Amore can. Okay. All right, WWE. You know what? You all keep doing this stupid stuff. It shows in your rating. It shows in the audience attendance. I'm pretty sure the Raw and SmackDown Christmas shows that are coming to Chicago, I'm pretty sure seats will still be available the day before Christmas because you're not selling out these arenas like y'all say y'all do because y'all do stupid stuff like this. But hey, do your thing. I don't care. This pay-per-view is trash. So then we get to the main event, and already you kind of know what was going to happen. I knew the nail was on the coffin at this point. We have Brock Lesnar defend his WWE Universal Championship against the monster among men, or at least that's what he was before the match, Braun Strowman. Somebody they have been building up as a complete monster. He's been untouchable. He has made Brock Lesnar look like a cruiserweight, fam. Oh my goodness. Brock Lesnar was getting dominated by Braun forever. Braun was dominating him. Brock could not do anything to him. So we get to the match and they scuffle a little bit. Brock hits a suplex on Braun. Braun instantly like gets back up, choke slams him, hits him with the running running power slam. Brock kicks out of it because you know that everybody's kicking out of every big move tonight, right? So what happened after that? They started to have Brock get dominated by Braun, right? He was throwing him into the ring post. I think he threw him into the barricade. I don't remember. Then Brock started to get more. Brock started to get more offense in because then he went for a Kimura lock. He started to go after that arm, and he actually sold the arm pretty well in this match for Braun. Like every time he would hit the running power slam, he would just collapse to the floor after, and then that would just like he would roll away. Then Brock would kind of roll away so he wouldn't get pinned. But Braun was selling his arm pretty well tonight. I'll give him that. Then we start reaching what's his face? Brock Lesnar started hitting his the 6 million German suplexes. Then he was gonna go for an F5. Braun got out of it and he was about to go for the running power slam. And I think he hit the running power slam. They hit another one. Brock somehow manages to kick out because logic. We don't protect finishers over here. Nope. So then after that, I believe he was going for something. Brock somehow countered it. Hits one F5. Because that seems to be the theme here. One finisher is better than four of the same finisher. Brock hits one F5 on Braun, the man that they've been building up as a monster. Somebody that has killed Roman Reigns, John Cena, and everybody on that roster. And you're telling me that one F5 is enough to defeat Braun Strowman. That is BS. Brock Lesnar retained his Universal Championship. I don't know what they're about to do with Braun Strowman now because that honestly probably would have helped WWE more than they would ever know. And now we won't see that title till, I think, Royal Rumble. So, good job, WWE. You somehow managed to ruin everything with your decisions. And this is why you can't fill arenas. This is why your sales are going down. This is why you have to make cost cuts because you're doing terrible. This is so stupid. Like, this is literally a 6-year-old could have booked this better than this. Like, come on now. Fam. Brock Lesnar needs to drop the title to Braun. And I'm not saying that as like one of those angry fans that rant, but it just makes sense. The money is in Braun. Everything is in Braun. You have so much you could do with this guy, but instead you want to go with this easy route and just give Brock the title. This is the same thing they did with Joe 2 months ago, and now look at Joe. He's not even he was in the Fatal 4-Way match at SummerSlam, barely did anything. I really feel like they're gonna not do anything with Braun Strowman after this. He's gonna turn into Dean Ambrose because this is exactly what happened to Dean Ambrose last year. This is exactly what happened to Dean Ambrose. He was hot, lost to Brock. Now look where Dean Ambrose is. He's not even nowhere near a world title. He's in the tag team division, and he's not doing anything in that tag team division. But anyway, guys, I don't even want to rate this pay-per-view. This pay-per-view was terrible. I'll say it like that. It wasn't good. All you guys know what to do. Like, comment, favorite, subscribe. Make sure you show me love. Thank you for watching. I am out of here. Peace.